Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports. I'm Troy McGraw alongside cameramen Sean Riley and Sean Kelly and Sasha Mitch. And Rob Moretti is the LMC Community Sports producer. We are here at Mamaroneck. We are starting this match between the Mamaroneck Tigers and Suffern Mounties in volleyball, both 4-3, about exactly an hour later than usual, as Suffern came around 5:10, 5:15 because of bus trouble. So they were here late. So we are 58 minutes late, and we will start with Mamaroneck serving as Suffern here. Both teams 4-3, as I mentioned. And that's a kill for Mamaroneck's Caitlin Welsh. 1-0 Tigers. Mamaroneck had been warming up since about 4 o'clock and warmed up a little extra and then warmed up again, so they're more than ready. And see if Suffern will be after a long delayed bus ride, as we've mentioned several times. A lot of traveling problems with the buses in Section 1 this year. As that error leads to the second point for Mamaroneck, 2-0. Good dig by the libero from Suffern. That's Ujani Valles. And it'll be Mamaroneck error. So Suffern leads Suffern trails 2-1, and they'll serve for the first time tonight. And nearly an ace, but Mamaroneck gets it back. Played over. And it's a kill for Welsh again, her second. Welsh will now serve. Mamaroneck up 3-1. Good kill by Liv Conti, the sophomore, and the Tigers lead 4-1. Another ace, this one for Welsh. Tigers up 5-1 early. Set number 1. First to 25 in each set, win by 2. 3 out of 5 sets. At Rhinebeck and Westlake yesterday, 4-set match. Rhinebeck won 4 sets. Played over by Parker Chin. Blocked by the Tigers. Played up by Welsh, then by the libero. Buccino, but they get it out, and Suffern gets their second point of the match, 5-2. Serving for Suffern will be Haley Bridges, junior for Coach Samantha Gutman. And that'll be the 2 Suffern players, so it'll be a kill for Bella Ambar and the junior. Makes it 6-2. And Liv Conti will serve. Conti, one of 2 sophomores on the team, along with Sophie Fisher. Both were on the team last year as freshmen. Touched at the last second by Johnny Valles, so Welsh gets the kill, and it's 7-2 Tigers. Touchdown to a 2-point, to a safety, excuse me. Another kill for the Tigers, 8-2. See how long And she will call timeout. I was thinking, how long is she going to let this get? How big of a lead is she going to let Mamaroneck get? And she calls timeout down 8-2. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
Larchmont Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Charlie McGraw. After the first timeout of the match, taken by Suffern coach Samantha Gutman, and it worked to perfection as they get a kill, and they cut the deficit to 8-3. (8-3) lead for Mamaroneck, and Suffern will serve. Muchnick. And Suffern pops it over. And that'll be a kill for Harper Chin. Her second. Sophie Fisher came in the game after the last timeout, and Sam Patier will come in on this timeout for Bella Anbar. Ref at the table is checking the timeout. Checking the substitution. And they will make it, and Patier will come in and serve up 9-3 Mamaroneck. Good serve off the bench from Patier. And a well-long kill miss by Suffern, 10-3 now. Tigers lead by 7 over Suffern here early in this first set. And that's short. So it'll be 11-3 Tigers. That was very close. It could have went out, but it was played instead by the libero Valles. And that kill by the sophomore Fisher is good, but it was returned by Suffern. It's 11-4. Good serve, but Mamaroneck's able to return it. As the libero Ellie Lucino got it, but then it was killed by Suffern, and they reeled off 2 in a row to make it 11-5. And that's Rob, heads up. Good job by our community sports producer, Rob Moretti. Good job that I alerted him, and then he was looking at the screen for the video, and he turned, and it was bouncing right next to his head. But he put his arm up and stopped it. After they couldn't, that was off of the ace. The ace was, after Mamaroneck couldn't return it, landed there. And they've gotten 4 in a row. It's 11-7. So Suffern has cut it to 4-point deficit after it was a 7-point deficit just 3 points ago. And off of the serving by Nicole Pitt. And it's played into the net, 11-8. So Pitt has served 4 in a row now. This will be her 5th serve in a row, and a good timeout by Coach Stacy Ryder as they were up 11-3. Now it's 11-8. So in this first set, close one, which we thought it would be, as both teams are 4 and 3. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Troy McGraw, and another good serve by Pitt, Nicole Pitt from Suffern, and Mamaroneck just gets it over in time before they allowed 3 in a row, and that was 3 touches in a row, and that was going to expire. And a good play there, finessing it over was Chin, and she gets the kill, so it's 3 so for her now, and it's 12-8 lead, and she will serve. And Suffern hits it wide. (13-8) lead for the Tigers. Big point here for Suffern. They don't want to let this lead get more than 5. And a great dig by the libero, the junior Vias. And Mamaroneck gets the kill though. 14-8 lead for the Tigers. Both teams have 1 timeout each left in this first set, as they both used one. Suffern earlier, then Mamaroneck would just use one. But their timeout worked. They were up 11-3, then Suffern won 5 in a row to make it 11-8. Coach Ryder called timeout at 11-8, and now they've won 4 in a row to make it 15-8. That's what it's called, the productive timeout. Another ace by Chin. Well, she didn't have to, did a good job getting into the court after serving it. As her ace went into the net and does it again. She goes to the left after she serves around the libero there. Violation Mamaroneck, so they gift a point to Suffern at 16-9. Sean Kelly retrieves the ball, and our cameraman, and gives it to Suffern. And Vias will serve the libero. Below the net, and a kill number 4 for Welsh. Mamaroneck leads 17-9. Official timeout at the table. So and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
Mamaroneck brought a sense of community to me. I really do. I think it made me want to do more for the community because I liked what I saw.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually. in real life, or a
On LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Sean McGraw, and serving once again will be the libero, Ellie Buccino. And Suffern wins the point, so they basically get a free timeout, as it might have freezed Buccino a little, as the official had to discuss something about the stats with the looks like more than a minute, because that's how long that break was. As the timeouts are only a minute usually, and now it's 17-10. Suffern trailing, and they serve as they win that last point. And Buccino played it just in case it was going to be close. And Suffern keeps it going after bumping into each other after. And good call by Caitlin Welsh, and gets it over. And we've had this is probably the longest rally of the match. Played it off the ground, so it's Mamaroneck's point, 18-10, our longest rally of the match, and Mamaroneck wins it, and they go ahead 18-10. Suffern puts up the Mamaroneck serve. Good kill by Mamaroneck, as it's unreturnable by Catherine Gelber. And it's 19-10, and she'll serve again. 6 points away from this first set. Timeout, Suffern. So they'll take their second and final timeout of this first set, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Mamaroneck up 19-10.
Coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows,
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
how-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Sean McGraw, and it's 19-10 Mamaroneck following the final timeout by Suffern. Coach Ryder for Mamaroneck has won if she chooses, and a good call by the back line of Suffern to say it was going out, and it was pretty close, but just wide. 19-11 lead now for the Tigers, as Suffern will serve, down 8, trying to reel off a couple in a row to get back into this first set. And good job by the liberos, that might have dropped in. And it's long. Great read by libero Ellie Buccino from the Tigers, and it's 20-11 Mamaroneck with 5 points left to win for the Tigers to take this first set here at the Palmer Gym, and it's a long serve by Caitlin Welsh. Looked like it was going to be, and then it just flew out, and it's 20-12. Couple service errors in a row after the timeout by Suffern by Mamaroneck when they were serving, and Welsh will play that just in front of the back line, and that will be long and wide by Liv Conti, and now it's 2013. So it's 2011, 2 in a row, one by Suffern, 2013 now, and they can win a couple more in a row to be, as that's an ace. Some spin on that serve by Suffern's Haley Bridges. And the junior makes it 20-14. So Coach Ryder, if they win a couple more in a row, she might have to use that timeout like she used earlier when Suffern went on a run. And another good serve, a nice high lofting serve by Bridges. Oh, and it was untouched. And Mamaroneck thought it was touched, and Coach Ryder thought it was touched too. But it looked wide, but it wasn't touched. So it's their call, and Coach Ryder will use her timeout 2015, and she never gets emotional there, but she didn't agree with that call, but it looked like it was wide, but it must have, and untouched by Suffern. So it'll be 2015. Coach Ryder will use that second timeout. Neither team will have any timeouts remaining in this first set, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important. Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future.
Time out of the first set. Both coaches have used 2 timeouts. Before a team has 21 points, and that's pretty rare in high school volleyball. Usually most coaches in most sets, at least one team doesn't use both timeouts. But both coaches have used them now, and Mamaroneck wins that point following the timeout, 21-15. Last time Coach Ryder took a timeout, they reeled off 4 in a row after. And that's a good serve by the Tigers. And the Mounties kill it, and it's 21-16. Good effort by Liv Conti, but she couldn't handle that really hard kill by Suffern's Nicole Pitt. She's been carrying the Mounties here. I think before Coach Ryder thought the ball was either in or that it was deflected when it was 2014, and they had called it out, both officials, and so that made it 2015, and then she called timeout. It was very close. I thought it might have been deflected, but it looked wide from here. And that was a good kill and a great play to get it over the net on a terrible angle by Nicole Pitt and Suffern, and then it's killed by Harper Chin. She's got 4 kills at least. It's 22-16, and Mamaroneck has 3 points, and they'll win this first set. Big point here for Suffern. They want to cut the lead to 5 and instead of trailing by 7. First set over the 20-minute mark now. Start at 5:58. It's 6:21, so about 23 minutes. That one went over. I don't think Suffern meant to do that, and it'll go in the net, and they couldn't handle it. In a tough spot for Catherine Gelber and Sophie Fisher, and it's 22, went to 17? No, 22-17. They accidentally gave him an extra point, and it was 22. It said 22-18, but it was 22-16. Now it's 22-17. Caitlin Welsh with a good kill, but it's blocked and then picked up by Suffern, and a good block by Mamaroneck, keep the point alive. And 3 touches by Mamaroneck, and it's 22-18. No argument from Coach Ryder, and it's 22-18, and Suffern is within 4. A great serve and an ace by their best player, Nicole Pitt. She's had a great first set. She's almost single-handedly got them back with her kills and now her aces. And it's 22-19. So Mamaroneck was up 20-11, and now it's 22-19. So they're up 9, and it's been cut to 3 in the span of only gaining 2 points. And a huge block, the block of the set from Sophie Fisher. The sophomore makes it 23-19. Solo block, no one else was there, and she just blocks that kill and makes it 23-19. And Mamaroneck will look to get set point with this point here as they lead 23-19. Oh, a great kill, clutch kill by Suffern, and their tallest player, and then she goes out, Christina Odesi with that kill. Huge kill there. I don't know how you take her out after that, but. And the libero, a long serve, good call by Harper Chin to call off Viteri. Let her know, and it's set point Tigers, 24-20. And the libero will serve, Ellie Buccino, returned by the other side's libero, Vias. and Suffern puts the kill over. And that one goes off the top of the net from Welsh. And the kill goes into the bottom of the net by Melanie Panico. So a 25-20 first set. Mamaroneck over Suffern 25-20 after they led 20-11, but a good set to hold on and win that first set by the Tigers as they win it by 5, 25-20. We'll be right back on LMC Media. Mamaroneck up 1-0.
Today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
LMC Media helped me in my media journey from the very beginning.
And I was a video production intern with Larchmont Mamaroneck Community Television.
I started volunteering at LMC 10 years ago when I was just 10 years old.
I started out announcing games for the varsity sports part of LMC TV.
I started volunteering with LMC TV around middle school.
I needed a place to start so I could learn and grow not only in front of the camera but also behind the scenes.
I gained incredibly valuable hands-on experience in live video production.
But working here cemented my love for film and television production, and now it's something that I want to do for the rest of my life.
It gave me those reps, those opportunities to get some games under my belt.
There was something about working with my hands, being part of a team, and getting to meet so many different people over the course of a night that really inspired me to pursue a career in media production.
It mattered to me because I felt like I was contributing to a talented local station while also learning as much as I could about the community that I was serving.
By working on shows like The Local Live and the annual election night coverage from a young age, I was learning about and got to be involved in news going on in the community.
With the knowledge and confidence that they gave me, I now feel that I am well equipped to go out into the world and pursue a career in video journalism.
I wouldn't be where I am today without LMC TV.
As an employee of WNET New York Public Media,
I'm now a graduate student at New York University's News and Documentary Journalism program.
And it's helped lead to my career of announcing games for ESPN+.
LMC and the people here changed my life.
And I don't even know where I would be with my career or my ambitions or my passions if I had not experienced that internship.
And that's why I can't imagine my life without LMC, because they truly have built a community.
The skills I learned at LMC, I forever take with me on all my media assignments. So thank you, LMC.
So I'm very, very thankful.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen? LMC Media has what you need. Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras. To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Troy McGraw. Second set, Suffern will serve after Mamaroneck served to start the match, and Mamaroneck won the first set 25-20. And they won the first point, Suffern, as it's killed by the Mounties. Another quick point won by Suffern, 2-0. Start this set. Mamaroneck lost 9 seniors from their section, their Lower Westchester Big Schools Championship, as they played in the spring. First volleyball championship in school history. As that one is out, 3-0 quick lead for Suffern. After Mamaroneck led the first set wire to wire. Suffern didn't have a lead the whole set. And I don't think there was, maybe it was 1-1, but no lead for Suffern the whole set, and now they're up 3-0 in the second set after losing 25-20. And Mamaroneck wins that point as it goes in the net, 3-1. First point they won in this second set. So they lost 9 seniors, but they returned 8 players. The only newcomer who's played today is Ellie Buccino, the libero, as they've only have 4 newcomers on the team and 9 returning players. So they lost 9 players and they had 9 returning players. And then they have 4 newcomers. So bottom line, last year they, on their spring team where they won the championship, they had 18 players, and now they only have 12 players. A 4-2 lead, Suffern, and they'll serve. With 12 healthy players, 9 returners, and 3 new players, or 8 returners and 4 new players. And the other one who's played today is Ellie Buccino, the libero. Tigers finished 15-2 and won the Lower Westchester Big Schools Championship. 3 sets to 1 over Scarsdale here on LMC Media. This Saturday in April, as they had the Fall 2 season last year because of COVID. They had it in the spring this year, football and volleyball. Goes wide, 6-2, Suffern, 7-2, excuse me. So after not getting a lead in the entire first set, they've now led this whole early portion of the second set as it's 7-2 Suffern. They look to tie it out a set apiece. That one just missed the old basketball hoop. Miss hit by Mamaroneck. And we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. First time out of the second set. It's taken by Coach Ryder, and as her team trails 8-2 after winning the first set 25-20 here on LMC Media.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important. Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Apple TV in full high definition? Go to the App Store and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, as the first time out of the second set taken by Coach Ryder after her team trails 8-2, as that hit the top of the net. You're allowed to play it off the net, but it took a weird bounce as it hit the top of the net, and it couldn't be handled by Sophie Fisher. So it's 9-2 Suffern. First time out Coach Ryder's taken. She took both her timeouts in the first half. First time out where her team hasn't won the point right out of the timeout. And that one is won by Suffern. I mean, lost by Suffern as they put in the net 9-3. Mounties. That's a kill for Mamaroneck. Also correct my old thing. Yeah, every player who plays for Mamaroneck and has been playing is a returner. As we had Ellie Buccino listed on last year's roster as Elizabeth, so I didn't notice she was really on last year's team as she's Ellie, listed as Ellie this year. So yeah, every player, two new players for them have not played yet. Leela Despandi and Sarah Lord. Everyone else is a returner from the championship team, and they lost 9 players. So, but they have about 6 more players on last year's roster than they do on this year. So, they won the championship. Oh, that was just out, very close, but just wide. That was a very close one. Ace. Oh wow! How did they get that back? That looked like that was a ace off the top of the net. And then they get it back and they win the point. What a dig by the libero, Valles. And just to get it, it looked like they aced her, and Mamaroneck thought so, and then she got it up, and they won the point, and it's 10-6 now, Suffern. So if that was an ace, it would be 9-7, and that's a big point, and that serves wide. 10-7. Grace Autorino comes out. She'll be replaced by newcomer Leela Despandi. The 2 newcomers on the team. Her first serve goes into the net. So it's 11-7 Mounties. It's gotta be tough to come right off the bench, haven't played the whole match, and then you have to serve. And she affected her as she put it in the net. And that's an ace by Suffern. They are up 12-7 in the second set, looking to tie it at a set apiece. Good get by Sam Viteri as it hit her arm and then her face, and then they were able to play it up off there. And the kill goes, Viteri can't handle it, and it's 12-7. Coach Ryder knows her team's suffering, but she can't, doesn't want to call her second timeout just yet, because that would be it for her timeouts. Service error could lift Mamaroneck as it makes it 12-8. That one is played by Viteri. Played up by, good assist by the libero. And another kill for Nicole Pitt, and it's 14-8 Suffern. Saving that second and final timeout of the set, but you got to figure 15-8. She's going to call it now. No. I would say down 7 is probably warranted enough to use it right now. 15-8, largest deficit of the set in the match since they won wire to wire the first set. Perfect serve in the middle, in nowhere. 16-8 lead. As Coach Leslie Morales, the assistant, is giving instructions as Coach Stacy Ryder is talking to Leva Desbondi. 16-8. Ooh, that might have went out, but it was played in by Harper Chin. And that one, too, was played on the sideline by Suffern, and it's 16-9. So Mamaroneck wins that point, makes it 16-9. Played up by Suffern, a near ace by Bacino. And a good get by Nicole Pitt once again as Welsh puts it into the top of the net, and it's 17-9. Just missed it. 17-9 lead for Suffern. And the libero Valles will serve for Suffern. A good serve played by the other libero, Lucchino. Suffern keeps it alive. And it hits the top of the net and goes over off of Melanie Panico. And it's 18-9. Gotta figure, even though she only has one more timeout, she's gotta use it soon. So the lead is almost insurmountable, up 18-9 now. And that hits the top of the ceiling. I think first time all match, the ceiling was hit and they couldn't handle it off the top of the ceiling. It's 18-10. Big point, Tigers make it 18-10. So instead of trailing by 10, they're down 8. Coach Samantha Gutman still has both timeouts if she chooses to use them. Good get by the Mounties. Long kill from Liv Conti, and it's 19-10. Mamaroneck won the first set 25-20, but they've trailed throughout this second set it's 19-10 now. That was wide, 20-10. And a good block by Suffern's Bashani. Oh, excuse me, that was Haley Bridges. Haley Bridges with a great block, top of the net, and it's 21-10, 11-point lead. Once again, the largest lead of the match for Suffern. I think largest lead for either team. I don't think Mamaroneck led by 11, maybe by 10, but not 11, as they get a much-needed kill there, and it's 21-11. Good kill, serve by Liv Conti. And a kill by Sophie Fisher is just handled by Suffern. Ooh, just wide. 22-11, just wide. And it's 22-11. Imagine Coach Ryder should use her timeout here. You're down 11, 3 points away. But they play on. And oh, what a get. They nearly got it. But because the player ran into the bench, they said it was dangerous play, 22-12. Makes sense. Haven't seen that called really before, but she ran into the chair of the teammate on the bench, even though they tried to get it out of the way. This interference from that gives Mamaroneck the point, and it's 22-12. And serving off the bench will be Sam Batir. And they put it into the net, and Mamaroneck makes it a 9-point game, 22-13. So Mamaroneck will have to reel off several points in a row off the Batir serve if they want to get back into the second set as they're down 9. And a good serve and a good return right there by Suffern, and a good shot by Sophie Fisher, the sophomore, and it's played to Otterino, and Otterino gets it over. And it's long, great eye by Caitlin Welsh. She was almost gonna play it, then she looked at it, and she looked and watched it go long, and it's 22-14 Tigers. They've reeled off 2 in a row on a set they're struggling in after winning the first set by 5 points, going wire to wire in that set. But Suffern has led throughout this second set. Oh, just long by Grace Otterino, and it's 23-14. Just long. Had a lot of close shots in this match so far. You expect when both teams are 4 and 3. Good serve by Haley Bridges, and she plays it for Suffern. And a kill, and it's set point. That kill was a dual kill by Christina Adesi and Nicole Pitt. Once again, Pitt with another kill, and they're up 24-14, and they have a plethora of set points. What a serve, and what an ace by Haley Bridges to take Suffern for the second set. And they take it 25-14 after Mamaroneck won the first 25-20, so it's 1 set apiece. We'll be back in 3 minutes here on LMC Media as we have a good volleyball contest here between Suffern and Mamaroneck on LMC Media.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
My name is Sean. I'm a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. And just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, kind of feels like a family.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media Production Van is ready to go whenever you need it.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports following the second set win by Suffern, 25-14, after Mamaroneck won the first set, 25-20, one set apiece, as Mamaroneck will serve first in this third set. As the ref will discuss something with the table once again. Seam ready. Catherine Gelber will serve first for Mamaroneck, senior. Double hit by Suffern, so it'll be an ace for Gelber. 1-0. So we'll see if we have any different, but it was wire to wire by both teams. The first set, Mamaroneck, Suffern never, I'm pretty sure it was never tied either. Maybe 1-1, but it was probably not tied. And Mamaroneck led the whole set. Now we have a tie, 1-1. So probably be a lot of ties in this set after we had a tie, I think, the whole first or second set, because Suffern won they were up 4-0 in the second set, and Mamaroneck was up 2-0 and then about 4-1 after winning 25-20, and then Suffern won 25-14, and Mamaroneck wins that point, so they're up 2-1. Erdy, our third server of the set, just the fourth point. Gelber served twice, Suffern served once, and now it is Caitlin Welsh and a kill, and it's 2-2. So after having no ties in the first two sets, it's now 2-2 in this set, so. After we started 58 minutes late as well, after Suffern, another bus problem. A lot of teams that are having trouble with the buses crossing the bridge. A lot of the teams, when they come from Rockland County, have had a lot of trouble getting over here in Westchester for games, and also teams in general too with bus problems. Even Mamaroneck, the volleyball team, when we did their game against Rhinebeck, the first volleyball game we did in the season at Rhinebeck, Mamaroneck was late. They had bus trouble, 5-minute drive, they had bus trouble. 4-2 lead for Mamaroneck. They came after the game was supposed to start. Double hit by Suffern again, 5-2. 14. Coach Ryder never used that second timeout. There were a couple times I thought she was going to use it, but she didn't. And it's 6-2 Tigers. (7-2) Tigers. Suffern plays it. Good dig by Welsh. And played over by Harper Chin. Another double hit by Suffern. 8-2, Tigers. This was the score in the first set. Mamaroneck was up 8-2. And Coach Samantha Gutman used her first timeout. Chin played it over. Blocked up by Sophie Fisher, and that's a kill, 9-2 lead. Gutman thought about the timeout. Doesn't use it yet. Ace, 10-2. And now she'll use it. Now she'll use it. Timeout, Suffern. We'll be right back on LMC Media. 10-2 lead for the Tigers.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Sean McGraw, and Mamaroneck following the first timeout of the third set by Suffern. Mamaroneck wins the point and goes ahead 11-2. They won the first set 25-20, and they lost the second 25-14. One set apiece as they lead the third, and that goes wide, 11-2. 12-2 now. Played over by Sophie Fisher. Welsh sets it up, and it goes long by Bella Anvar on a tough shot, and it's 12-3 Tigers. Ace for Suffern. Bella Anvar can't handle that serve, and it's 12-5. 3 in a row for Suffern. Double hit by Suffern. I think that's been called 4 times now in this third set against them. It's been costly because they automatically lose the point, and that's what happened. 13-5 lead for the Tigers here in this third set, knotted at 1 set apiece here on LMC Media. Hits the top of the net, Suffern plays it back, and illegally touched, and it's 14-5. Suffern plays it up. Mounties Mamaroneck stepped over the line. So it goes to Suffern, 14-6. Good dig, but it goes into the stands, and it's a 15-6 lead for Mamaroneck. So the Tigers lead by 9 here in the third set, 1 set apiece. Good block by Suffern, and Eli Buccino can't get it, and it's 15-7 Tigers. Service error for Suffern, 16-7. Down 15-7. Got to make your serves. Caitlin Welsh gets it over. Goes off the net, and it's 16-8. Suffern wins the point 16-9. Played by Suffern. Dave Felice sets it. But the 5th or 6th time this set, double hit, 17-9 Tigers. Point for Suffern. Violation on Mamaroneck. 17-9. 17-10. And the Mounties will serve. Melanie Panico. Suffern plays it out. And it's 18-10. Caitlin Welsh will serve for the Tigers with an 8-point lead and 1 set apiece. And it goes off the top of the net and off of Tigers, and it'll be 18-11 with Haley Bridges to serve for Suffern. Harper Chin, and it's 19-11. Coach Ryder has 2 timeouts if she pleases, and Coach Gutman has 1 timeout for Suffern left in this third set, and she used 1 early. Chin can't handle it, and it's 19-12. Suffern trails by 7 in this third set after they won the second set 25-14 but lost the first to Mamaroneck 25-20. 100, 4-4. Rare matchup where both teams have identical records. This especially after playing 7 games each. That shot is taken as it was deflected by Suffern, and it landed right in the middle. Lead for the Tigers. Played by the libero as high as she possibly could reach was Bias. Then they put it, and Sam Viteri will serve, and it's an ace. 9-point lead for the Tigers. And timeout, and Coach Samantha Gutman for Suffern. They trail 22-13 as it's 1 set apiece here in this go ahead by 1 set on LMC Media, as Mamaroneck 3 points away from taking a 2-set-to-1 lead into the 4th set here on LMC Varsity.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
I think that Mamaroneck brought a sense of community to me. I really do. I think it made me want to do more for the community because I liked what I saw.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Sean McGraw alongside cameramen Sean Riley, Sean Kelly, and Sasha Mitch, and LMC Community Sports producer Rob Moretti. Mamaroneck following the final timeout by Suffern in this 3rd set. Mamaroneck serves and they hit it over on the kill as it'll be played by Suffern. Played up by Mamaroneck and a carry, and the Tiger double hit. First time it was called about 5 or 6 times against Suffern, and now Mamaroneck gets it called against them. It's 22-14. Nearly an ace, but a good dig. And it's wide off of Sophie Fisher, and it's 22-15, so 2 points in a row off the timeout. And Coach Ryder will use her first timeout. So a difference of 2 points between timeouts taken by the 2 coaches, and Coach Ryder will use one as Mamaroneck is up 22-15 in this 3rd set, 1 set apiece. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, 22-15 lead for Mamaroneck. First time out by Coach Ryder, and it works. Suffern's best player, Nicole Pitt, serves it into the net, and it's 23-15. First timeout that she used in this 3rd set. Both coaches used both timeouts in the 1st set. 2nd set, there was only 1 timeout taken by Coach Ryder, and now Coach Ryder used 1 timeout here, and 2 timeouts taken by Suffern, as that error brings up a set point in set number 3 for the Tigers, and it's a well short serve by Harper Chin. That makes it 24-16. So Suffern is alive, but have 8 more set points, 7 more set points for the Tigers. We'll get it to Welsh, and she can't kill it, but she gets it over. And that one is popped over by Suffern. Welsh and the libero picks it up to Bias, and that kill is handled by the Tigers. They play it over. Suffern gets it, and Mamaroneck keeps it alive. Welsh comes over and hits it over. Flicked over, and a long rally ensues. Good dig by the Mounties. And it's popped over, and it's a kill on the pop. What a finesse by Melanie Panico, and about a 18, maybe almost 20 shot total rally. Makes it 24-17. Suffern trails Mamaroneck, but they are still alive in this third set. That one goes wide and somehow played around the antenna properly by Welsh. Nearly killed, played over, and the libero keeps it alive, Vias. And Panico's kill is handled by Mamaroneck's libero. And good kill, and it goes wide. They see it down, so 3 set points for Mamaroneck and 3 points won by Suffern. And Coach Ryder's seen enough, and it's 24-18. She calls timeout, so a little dicey here. And we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Mamaroneck will have set point number 4. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, serving for the 3rd time in a row will be libero Ashani Vias, and she puts it in. 24-18 lead for Mamaroneck as they try and win this 3rd set on set point number 4, as it was 24-15. Good job by Vias to keep the point alive for Suffern, and then Mamaroneck keeps it going. Welsh's kill will end it. So Caitlin Welsh with the kill on set point number 4. Mamaroneck takes the 3rd set, 25-18, and they lead 2-1. We will be right back in 3 minutes with the 4th set here on LMC Varsity Sports as Mamaroneck looks to close it and send the fans home here happy, and the Tigers to a 5-3 record. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
Do you need space for a meeting, conference, or presentation?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our 768 square foot studio space is ideal for many types of productions, readings, recitals, rehearsals, and workshops. The space has video recording capability, as well as daylight temperature lighting, green screen, and stage. 2 additional rooms at 208 and 156 square feet can be used for any of your needs. Auditions, meetings, classes, workshops, one-on-one instructions, and more. Both rooms feature video monitors with Chromecasting capability, making presentations a breeze.
To reserve one or more of our spaces, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
Thank you for watching LMC Varsity Sports. We hope to continue this service of streaming our school's varsity sports matches, but we can only do this with your support. Visit lmcmedia.org/donate and make your contribution today and keep this program going.
I think that Mamaroneck brought a sense of community to me. I really do. I think it made me want to do more for the community because I liked what I saw.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, and it's an ace. First serve of the fourth set. Leah Romer gets an ace for Suffern, and it's 1-0. Mamaroneck leads 2-1, 25-20, 14-25, and 25-18. Last set, their lead that they built, it was 24-14. That was the difference, or 24-15. Because Suffern won 3 to make it 24-18. They called timeout, and then they won to win the set 25-18. We had our most ties, though, in that set, even though we had a set that was 25-20. The third set, we had at least a couple of ties in the set. In the first 2 sets, Mamaroneck led throughout, and then Suffern led throughout in the second set. And that's deflected by Mamaroneck. 3-0 lead for the Mounties. All off of the serve of Leah Romer. Hit the line. 4-0. Hit the line. One ref says out, the other says in. We're deciding. That's not a good start for the Yankees. Double for George Springer. Come on, Garrett. Biggest game as a Yankee for Garrett Cole. As the refs will be here. One ref said it was an ace, the other ref said it was out. And Mamaroneck will get it. So the head ref in the stand, I know at Rhinebeck I called it a podium, but I asked the ref and he said it's the stand, the ref stand, has the final say, and he called it out, so it's 3-1. So it's just wide. Was very close. 3-2. Ace for Liv Conti. Wow. Marcus Simeon homers, 2-0 Toronto. Not the start Garrett Cole looking for. And it's and good comeback for the Tigers as they make it 3-3. Amazing, Marcus Simeon has 44 homers. The question is Garrett Cole worth all that money? He hasn't shown it this year. That ERA is high, Rob. He loses this game, that would be bad. right? 3-5, as that one is long. 4-3 lead for Mamaroneck. They won 4 in a row. A 3-1-8. What is he getting? 30 mil a year? 35. Your boy Stanton hasn't batted yet though, so. He's batting cleanup, an ace, 6 points, 5 points, 1 in a row off the serve. So that was a huge call, because on that call, where one ref said it was in and the other said it was out, it would have made it 4-0. Suffern thought it was 4-0. He said it was 3-0. And then it made it 3-1. So after that happened, it made it 3-1. Mamaroneck then won 5 points in a row off of the serve of Harper Chin. Reeled off 5 in a row on the serve. If they had kept it as in, then Suffern would have kept serving, and who knows what would have happened, up 4-0. Instead, it's 6-4 Mamaroneck right now. So that was a huge call in this one. Now it's 6-5. Good return by Suffern. Get it over. Looking to tie it at 6. And they keep the play alive. Double hit, carry on the hit, on the swat. So it's 7-5. A couple misplays from Suffern have cost them. Suffern makes it 7-6. And Garrett Cole's salary is $36 million. That's wide. That was wide. 8-6 lead for the Tigers. So they look to close it out 3-1. 25-20, 14-25, and 25-18. Deflected off of Suffern, so Mamaroneck gets the point, 9-6. If a guy's making $36 million, his WAR should be above 5.7, right? Yeah, because you divide that by wins, and it's a double touch by Mamaroneck, and it's 8-9-7 Tigers. Nine-8. Tigers. That one, not what Catherine Gelber looked like. She wanted to set up Welsh, but instead she gets it just over, confused Suffern, and they can't return it, and it's a 10-8 lead for the Tigers in this crucial fourth set. Either Mamaroneck will win and go 5-3, or Suffern will force a fifth set. That one goes off the ceiling, and that's killer, as it'll go to the floor, and it's 10-9. So Suffern, off of their best player, Nicole Pitt's serve here, will look to tie it at 10. And good job to keep it alive, and Welsh with an acrobatic play. And Garrett Cole finally gets it out. And that winner is good by Suffern. It's 10-10. So we got a tight fourth set here. First time it was tied since I believe 2-2. Actually, might be the first time it was tied all set. Suffern gets the lead, 11-10. Because Suffern was up 4-0. No, 3-0. And instead of it, yeah, it wasn't tied. That was the first time it was tied all set. Because it was 3, that one was long, tied at 11. Because it was that call that they had a switch, or that they reconfirmed it went to Mamaroneck, made it 3-1, and then Mamaroneck went up 6-3. And now it's 11-all. That serve is played by the libero. And Suffern, it hits off the net, off a player, and Mamaroneck plays it up. Last chance into the net, 12-11. Garrett Cole finally gets out of the inning. I can't remember the last time in a first inning he gave up 3 extra base hits, 2 doubles and a homer. Good dig by the Mounties. And that's long. Good look by Harper Chin. And Boston's up 1-0 just like last night, but lost that game 4-2. Very helpful for the Yankees. Increased their lead in the wild card. (13-12) Suffern. It dangles off the top of the net and goes over Mamaroneck's side, and they play it up. And that one is played by Mamaroneck. Kept alive by Suffern. And that kill, a good dig by Welsh at the back, in front of the back line. Carry on Suffern, 13-13. Hit off the arm. It's called a carry. Double hit. And Welsh will serve. Blocked by Suffern. Kept alive by the Tigers. And the kill is wide by Haley Bridges. 14-13 Tigers, and Welsh will serve again. Ooh, that could have gone out, but it was played by Suffern right on the back line. Might have gone out. Instead, Suffern plays it. Welsh plays it. And that kill is well good. Good kill by, and both refs agree, and I don't know why they have to agree. It was 5 feet in. On a perfect kill by Haley Bridges, and a clutch one. As Rob would say, a Giancarlo Stanton clutch-esque kill by Haley Bridges as it's 14-14. He's up, by the way. I think this would be after 2-0 lead by Toronto. He made out. Haley Bridges hits it over. And a great clutch kill by Liv Conti, where nobody was home, and it's 15-14. Good dig by the Mounties, but a miscommunication, and 16-14. And she was about to call timeout, Coach Gutman, but she doesn't, and it's 16-14, and she gets that timeout in. So, good timeout by Coach Gutman. 16-14 Tigers, 9 points away from winning this match. And we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
Larchmont Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media, building community through media.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, 16-14 Suffern. Can't handle the serve, and it's 17-14 Tigers. Following the first timeout of the set, taken by Coach Gutman. Started this one late, 5:58. We were supposed to start at 5. It's 7:31, so we are over an hour and a half old, and another ace. 18-14, Tigers lead by 4. Following timeouts, the Tigers have been very good here. And it's wide, 19-14. Nearly hit the middle of the ceiling. Instead it's 19-14. That one is a much-needed kill for Suffern, 19-15. That kill is played by Mamaroneck. And a great kill by Harper Chin. 2015 Tigers, 5 points away. And the Tigers and the Mounties need 5 to tie it. Big point for Suffern, and they get it deflected on the kill, and it's 20-16, and they'll serve. And it'll be Haley Bridges who has had some key points for them. Bridges will serve it over. He's played over by Welsh, and it's good before the line. 2017, a great kill by Suffern, and they keep it close, 2017. Bridges will serve another. Good serve, played by the libero. Welsh will kill it, and it'll be played, and a great block by Sophie Fisher. Looked like it was going to be a kill for Suffern. Instead, it's a block for Fisher, and it's 21-17. Suffern won that. It would have been a 2-point game in 2018. Second and final timeout of this fourth set by Suffern, as Mamaroneck leads 2-1 and 21-17. And we'll be right back on Al.
Offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info.
Back to Varsity Sports 21-17 lead, and a serve, and an ace by Harper Chin. 22-17, Tigers 3 points away. Suffern will put it over. They'll play it to Welsh, and Welsh, his kill is handled nicely and a double hit. A bad time for a double hit. 23-17 lead, and Harper Chin 2 serves away from this match and sending us all home to watch the New York Yankees. And Chin's serve is played up by the Mounties. Played back and kept alive by Suffern. And the libero Vias puts it over. And it's a good block by Suffern, but a good dig by the Tigers. 23-17 lead from Mamaroneck. And the kill is great dig by there, and a great play by Welsh around the antenna. And another kill. Nobody wants to lose this key point. 23-17 lead, Welsh set up, and her kill is into the bleachers. 24-17 lead, and the Tigers lead by 7, and they have 6 match points. Chin, and an ace by Chin on a soft serve, and the Tigers win the fourth set, 25-17. After winning the first 25-20, Suffern won the second 25-14, and Mamaroneck won the third 25-18. So the Tigers win 3 sets to 1 here at the Palmer Gin in an hour and 38 minutes after a 59-minute delay due to issues by Suffern, as Suffern falls to 4-4, 500. Mamaroneck improves to 5-3. Once again, they won 25-20, 14-25, 25-18, and 25-17, as they improve to 5-3, and Suffern is now 4-4. A lot of people to thank for today's telecast, including the executive director of LMC Media, Matt Sullivan. The community sports producer is Mr. Rob Moretti. Our camera crew were Sean Riley, Sean Kelly, and Sasha Mitch. We will be back on the air Friday, field hockey, 4:30, opening hit for Rhinebeck against Irvington. That is travel issues permitted, 4:30 start. Once again, final score 3-1, Mamaroneck over Suffern. I'm Charlie McGraw saying thanks so much for watching and have a great evening.